I don't like the
A green notebook does not count as wearing green.
I'm not kidding. I do not have a green shirt anywhere,
Seriously. Don't own a green shirt?
even a short sleeve shirt.
It's the only real green one I have is short sleeve.
I used to, but I was
See green pen like that.
Yeah.
my college had green on.
Oh.
Need it.
Pen. This is, oh, that one function on.
Yeah.
You can't have this one because this is my big one. I hold on to this.
Joseph, you're back in town. Yeah, got back yesterday afternoon. Welcome back. Thank you.
And it never takes that long when
I
you're
know.
doing something fun,
I know.
you know? Yeah, yeah.
Bikini spot. I was surprised by what you're taking.
Good morning. I call this meeting of March 17th to order. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, good morning. Looks like our cold snap is over. It's 45 degrees when I was out doing chores this morning. So the first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. It includes 11 items. It was published. Copies are available. If you'd like to discuss an item, you'll move to the regular agenda and comments can be made at that time.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Jennings,
I move to approve the consent agenda and authorize the chair to sign documents as required.
Second that.
been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion, seeing none, we'll vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next item is to consider the agenda.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wright,
move to approve the agenda as published.
Second that.
properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion, seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Under announcements, the courthouse will be closing at 1 p.m. on Friday, April 3rd in observance of Good Friday. Does anybody else have any other announcements this morning?
No, sir.
I do, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Harvey?
Today is my youngest daughter's birthday. She was born on St. Patrick's Day. Happy birthday to Sammy.
Well, happy birthday. And you still forgot to wear green. All right, public comments on matters not on the agenda. We didn't have anyone signed in, but does anyone from the public have comments on matters not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. Consider bids for auditing services for fiscal year 2026 through 2028. And I'll call on Cameron Cupp, our administrative director.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner, good morning. We discussed this yesterday at our staff meeting, but we had two RFPs that went out. One was for audit preparation. We had a few responses with that one, and then the other was for the actual audit, professional financial compliance audit, and that had 3 responses. So for the audit preparation, this would be to help us ensure that everything in our financial statements that we submit to the auditors is accurate, that we get all the schedules to them. We had the lowest bid didn't quite meet all the requirements we asked for. And we are recommending that PMCH, which is Porter, Cornea, and Howard, received that award, and it's 192,000 over 3 years, with the first year at 61,000. On the professional, financial, and compliance audit services, the low bid was 75.5, with the high bid at 129. The finance committee recommends that we go with Jones Simpkins LLC. Their 3-year total is 228,500. Again, their first year 75.5. We'll stand for any questions.
Any questions for Cameron? I think that we've all had the packet and time to look through it. Is there any questions, Cameron?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
sorry,
You
turn
know.
my mic on, Mr.
go ahead.
Clerk Thompson, I just wanted to thank the finance committee and let the public make sure they're aware of who all that was, who all was on the finance committee. Treasurer Katie Harris, myself, Clerk Thompson, Commissioner Haswell, who's our current chairwoman, and Administrative Director Cameron Dove, and our county clerk financial coordinator Deborah Autumn. So just wanted to thank the committee for their work and time and acknowledge who they are. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, very much. A lot of time and effort went into this from the finance committee. So certainly appreciate all the work they did on it. So anything else, or is someone prepared to make a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wright,
I move to accept the proposed bid from Porter, Muirhead, Cornea, and Howard, also known as PMCH, for audit preparation and engagement services to Sheridan County for fiscal year 26 through 28.
it's been so moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Now ready for another motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Jennings,
I move to accept the proposed bid from Jones Simpkins LLC for audit services for fiscal year 2026 through 2028.
Second.
been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say I really appreciate, I know this has been a process moving forward and really talking about going out for RFP for our audit, also for our financial services. It was an entire process of determining we needed 2 different things, but it's worked. And I'm really excited to see the division of these services. And we'll see how it goes in this next year. So thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead, Harvey.
I also appreciate the fact that it looks, with these figures coming into our office to look at the proposals, that we couldn't do it in-house for this. And I think that we're going down the right track, especially with splitting the audit. And I appreciate all the hard work that was put into this.
Okay, thank you. Any more discussion? Discussion, seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. We're now on item number 7, consider bids for brokerage services to sell the building at 1981 Double Eagle Drive, Unit A. And once again, I'll call on Cameron Duff, our Administrative Director.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, this is the building that houses the business incubator. It is shared with Compass Center for Families. It's considered a condo. We've been trying to sell this on our own for the last year plus. We were looking at some nonprofits who wanted to, unable to do it. So going out on the market, put out the RFP. That one closed last Thursday. Had only one respondent, and that was Century 21 DHK. The next day, there was another respondent that came in. It was late. It did not meet all the requirements besides being late. So at this point, the one you have in front of you, overall, it's a 6% commission fee. They will do marketing on it. They will advise us on what the listing price should be and answer any questions commissioners have over the next few months. So at this point, I would recommend that you proceed with the award of contract to Century 21 BHJ.
Any questions for Cameron? Any questions?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wright,
I move to accept the proposed bid from Century 21 BHJ Realty for brokerage services to sell a building at 1981 Double Eagle Drive, Unit A.
I second that.
Been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion, seeing none. We'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next is item 8, which is Extension Office Presentation on Community Needs Assessment. I'll call on Zach Hine, our 4-H educator. Welcome, Zach.
Good to be here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I did not forget. I rely on my wife for that, though. I will. So I wanted to apologize. Grady Gasvoda, our interim county coordinator, was unable to make it. She had some pressing issues over the hill, wasn't able to get over here in time. So we are planning a community needs assessment for all of the educators in Extension to be able to kind of take in feedback from all of our key stakeholders across the community. Everybody from our community vitalities and health educators, sensible nutrition, ag and natural resources, and 4-H. And so we will have a team from University of Wyoming in town. It'll be on April 23rd. And we're going to host it at the Watt Ag Center. We will have dinner at 5:30. We're going to have Qdoba. And then at 6, we'll begin the program. Basically, we'll present a small amount about each branch of Extension and what we do. And then we will have breakout sessions to discuss how we can better serve the community, where we're missing, where we're hitting, and try to do as good as we can for the community.
Very good. Sounds like a really great program. Does anybody have any questions for Zach?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead.
Zach, is this open to the public?
We are inviting key stakeholders, so we kind of have a limited budget that we can accommodate. So
Very good. Any more questions for Zach? Okay, anything else you want to say today?
nope.
Okay,
Thank you very much for having me, and I'll pass out just some RSVP.
all right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
That means we get to be key stakeholders, huh? Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
All right, next is item 9, consider funding allocation letter to the Wyoming Department of Health for public health programs to prevent and treat problematic gambling behavior. And I will call on Ann Perkins, our Sheridan County Prevention Manager.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. I am here today to ask that you approve the funding request for this money that comes from the Department of Health. This is money that comes from the gaming establishments every year and to the Department of Health, and then is divided among all of the counties. And it's used for prevention and treatment of problematic gambling behavior per statute Wyoming 924-104. So. And the amount this year is $21,405.90. I'll stand for any questions.
All right, any questions for Ann?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Ms. James.
And so this is very similar to like our opioid settlement money. So it's coming from the actual gambling institutions. When that money comes in, could you just give a little bit of an overview of what kind of programs or things you might do with that $21,000?
Yes, thank you for that question. So we've had some money coming in over the last couple of years. This is a relatively new program, and we haven't done a lot with it. I attended a conference in Buffalo last fall that the Wyoming Council on Problem Gambling put on, that gave us some really great ideas, some ways to integrate with different community partners and things like that. And really, we'll be working closely with the Wyoming Council on Problem Gambling. They do have a lot of resources. And so working with our gaming establishments here in town, we're hoping to do an awareness campaign, again, just having resources out, having them in the prevention office and around the community, doctor's offices, kind of all those places. The research shows that gambling and suicide are very closely tied, and then gambling and other substance abuse misuse is closely tied. So it's something we definitely want to keep aware of, especially with our young people. There's sports betting now with, you can bet on every aspect of every game, of every contest. And so really with our young people, teaching them kind of thoughtful uses of money management and things like that with our prevention efforts. Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Just as a comparison, this is 21,000 that's coming back. It only represents 2% of the revenue we actually come in. So we budgeted receiving 740,000 in gambling revenues this year, and we are out at 939,000. So it is a problem, and it may appear this is good news for the county receiving all this money, but there is the underlying problem associated with it. So I just wanted to point that out, that this is just a snippet for Sheridan County of returning and looking at the prevention side of gambling.
All right. Any further questions? I'm ready for a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wright,
I move to approve and authorize the chairman to sign the funding allocation letter to the Wyoming Department of Health for public health programs to prevent and treat problematic gambling behavior.
Second.
been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Ann. All right, item 10, consider Sheridan County Airport Use Lease Agreement Amendment Number 3 between Sheridan County and SkyWest Airlines Incorporated. And I'll call on Robert Hill, our airport manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Robert Gill, Sheridan County Airport Manager. This agreement authorizes SkyWest to conduct business as a scheduled air carrier at the Sheridan County Airport and includes the lease of the airline office suite and secure hold room in the airport terminal building. The original agreement was executed on January 12, 2020, and with all options exercised, is currently set to expire on June 30th, 2026. Amendment number 3 extends the lease expiration date by an additional 2 years and provides additional time under the option periods as outlined in the amendment. The amendment in the agreement, apologies. The amendment also addresses the rental rate adjustment. Although the agreement includes annual escalators, this one-time adjustment is intended to bring current charges more closely in line with the actual inflation that was experienced during the original term of the agreement. Therefore, I respectfully recommend the Sheridan County Board of County Commissioners to approve amendment number 3 to the airport use lease agreement with SkyWest Airlines. That would stand for any questions.
Any questions for Robert? Okay, then I'm ready for a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. James,
I move to approve and authorize the chair to sign the Sheridan County Airport Use Lease Agreement between Sheridan County and SkyWest Airlines.
Second.
been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. We now have item 11, consider application for federal assistance to acquire new aircraft rescue firefighting truck, tools, and radio equipment. I'll call on Robert Gill, the airport manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Robert Gill, Sheridan County Airport Manager. This grant application requests Airport Improvement Program for AIP funds to replace the aircraft rescue and firefighting or ARF vehicles currently utilized at the Sheridan County Airport. Under FAA requirements, operators of Part 139 certificated airports must provide ARF services during air carrier operations. With SkyWest Airlines providing scheduled daily CRJ 200 service, the Sheridan County Airport must meet Index A ARF requirements, including specified equipment and training. The airport currently operates a 2011 Rosenbauer Panther ARF truck. The vehicle is beginning to experience component and system failures, increasing maintenance risks and potential operational impacts. FAA guidance in the AIP handbook identifies a typical ARF vehicle useful life, 15 years, which makes the current ARF truck eligible for replacement under this program. AIP funding will cover 95% of the project costs, with the remaining shares will be in YDOT Aeronautics and the Sheridan County Airport Capital Improvement Budget. The requested funding amounts are federally $1.3 million, with the state and local of $34,211 each. Therefore, I respectfully recommend that the Sheridan County Board of County Commissioners approve and authorize the chairman to sign an application for federal assistance. I would stand for any questions.
Any questions for Robert?
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
I guess I'm wondering about the old truck. What's the what's going to be happening with it? Have you guys come up with a decision yet, or, no, it's kind of early in the game, but
Yeah, in looking at storage options, I just don't think we have a good one. So ultimately, I think we're gonna end up needing to sell it. And there would be some costs involved with keeping the truck too. It does utilize a triple F. That's something we want to move away from. So we'd have to either flush the system or replace a lot of piping and pump system as well too. And induction system, we'd have to get that changed around. So.
but it'll sell pretty high, I would think.
I would think so. I would think a lot of airports are probably looking for vehicles either to refurbish or replace with phones. And I would think we'd have some options there.
And we kind of had this discussion earlier. I just want to make sure it was public record. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any more questions?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wright?
I move to approve the application for federal assistance to acquire new aircraft rescue firefighting truck, also known as ARF tools and radio equipment.
And so moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 12 is consider application for federal assistance to acquire new snow removal equipment. I'll call on Robert Gill, the airport manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Robert Gill, Sheridan County Airport Manager. This application requests airport infrastructure grant
Funding to acquire a new snow removal equipment or SRE loader.
with a plow attachment for use on airport aprons and related pavement areas. Sheridan County Airport currently uses a loader dated in the early 1980s for these operations. This equipment has exceeded its useful life and is limited in capability. Additionally, the airport is currently undergoing construction that includes widening of taxi lane surfaces and general aviation parking expansion. Replacement loader equipped with a box cupping plow would improve the effectiveness and efficiency of snow removal operations, supporting safer winter conditions and more timely airfield recovery during snow events. Federal participation is 95% for the eligible project costs, with the remaining share split between WIDOT Aeronautics and the Sheridan County Airport improvement budget. The requesting funding amounts are $380,000 federal, state and local 10,000 each. Therefore, I respectfully recommend the Sheridan County Board of County Commissioners approve and authorize the chairman to sign the application for federal assistance. Any questions?
Any questions for Robert?
Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead, Mr. Jennings.
Robert, I don't know. I'm also from the early 1980s and seeing useful life. Oh, just kidding. What's the plan for, once we replace this vehicle, what's the plan?
It's kind of the same with the ARF truck. We just don't have good space to store it. It does need to be stored indoors with the age of this equipment, so we'll most likely need to be selling it.
You know, most likely, maybe we're gonna have some snow, so we need the equipment. This year was, the equipment lasted pretty well this year, but yeah. Can't plan on that every time. So, any more questions for Robert?
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Wright?
move to approve the application for federal assistance to acquire new snow removal equipment.
Second.
And so moved and seconded. Any discussion? Discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 13 is executive session pursuant to Wyoming statute 16-4-405A and III matters concerning litigation. And before we make the motion, Lynn, I don't believe we'll be coming out with
No action.
no action at the end. So just so everybody knows, there will be no action
Mr. Chairman.
today. Go ahead, Commissioner
I
Jennings.
move to convene into executive session pursuant to Wyoming statute 16-4-405A3, matters concerning litigation.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Discussion, seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, so we can have a motion to reconvene.
So moved.
Move to reconvene. Is there a second?
Second.
Properly moved and seconded to reconvene into regular session, which we are now in. Seeing no other business at 9:54, meeting adjourned.
Who made the motion?
Thank you, Lonnie.
Mike seconded.
Mike seconded.